Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Seats are shoveled, the fans ready for a snow game here in Buffalo. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Ready up.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Go, let's go. 13, move.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
11. Go. Take right open.
Lawrence working from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And they had that one contained right at the line. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Devin Lloyd making the play. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
11. Sink right.
2nd and 8. Finds his fullback. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Bigsby. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
23. No street. 30 left. Hey, gun. Hey, kill. Go.
From the 16. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Cook to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start with 2nd and 6. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Alert!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. This is Cook. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing third and long. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw now, Allen. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devin Lloyd making the play. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On red. Go, go. Go, go, let's go. 13, Luke. Luke.
2nd and 13. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, ETN gets it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Jaguars driving. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Red on red. 11. Go, go. Take right open. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
11. Hey, Ron. Think right. 30 left.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw, Lawrence. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go. 13, Luke.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, go. 11. Go. Take right open.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
11, Agate.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
The kick by Shudak is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Look out!
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Cook to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
5 wide. Look out!
From the 27. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Allen looking to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Allen. He's trying to push the field. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguars football.
Here we go.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
11. Think right. 30 left.
Lawrence working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Second down now, 7 to go.
What's that?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
What's that?
Allen to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So they're left facing a fourth down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the red. Here we go.
A give right side. Here's Bigsby. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Lisa 24.
They send a tight end in motion.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill. Go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short game. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession.
Gun. Half. Look out.
On 1st down, Allen escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
What's that?
2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
The Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Look out.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
11, add it. 11. Same right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
All right, let's go.
Trying it right side with Etienne. And they bring him down. He managed to get a couple across the 35 to the 36. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill.
Lawrence in the pistol. He gets this one to Strange. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go, let's go. 13 loop. 11.
From the 47. Etienne on the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jaguars moments away from win number 12. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Hey. Here we go.
Again, it's Bigsby. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Red on red.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Hey, run!
This is Bigsby. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that will add to their score.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Middle. Look up.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Buffalo.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans, black slap. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need tease, cash app, been more PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big drip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game.